In the lands of mist-shrouded mountains, where the bamboo forests whisper forgotten secrets, a lone wanderer steps onto a hidden path. He was tenacious, unyielding in the face of doubt, and stubborn beyond reason. While others turned back, he pressed forward, driven by a fire he could neither explain nor extinguish. But JUICIN was already waiting, hidden between the divide of night and day, where shadows stretch longest and time itself seems to hesitate. He stood prepared, not with hope, but with certainty. Every move calculated, every outcome imagined. Meanwhile, Satto's shadow began to fracture.
조용히 이 새끼들아! 잘 받으니까.
Whispers spread through his ranks like cracks through glass.
나도 아프다. 씨발. 아프냐? 아프냐? 나도 아프다.
Doubt replaced loyalty. Faith turned into hesitation. The ones who once stood behind him now stood at a distance. He could feel it, the silence where belief used to live.
안 접는다고! 장비 다시 사고 사라 했다고!
Every decision questioned, every step watched. The leader they once followed without hesitation was now a man they no longer fully understood. But something unexpected began to happen. The man who once commanded respect began to slip, not in power but in presence. Moments of focus turned into distraction. Precision turned into chaos. But in the midst of the chaos, something shifted. Call it luck, fate, or sheer stubborn will, Satto found a way. Against all odds, against the doubt, he won. Not clean, not perfect, but enough.
이대로 가자, 씨발까! 이대로 달려!
And in the distance, JUICIN did not move. He didn't need to, because this was only the beginning. But victory, it can be a dangerous illusion. Satto began to celebrate, not realizing he had only won a single moment in a much longer battle.
그렇지! 이거거든! 이대로 죽어보자고! 파이어! 씨발까! 가는 거야! 어디로? 픽록으로! 이동! 살려주세요!
Doubt, ego, frustration, all fighting for control, and instead of stepping back, he leaned in. He doubled down.
이럴 때 어떻게 해야 됩니까? 불타기! 싹가다모! 아이 쌍나!
But JUICIN didn't flinch. He didn't change the game. He played by Satto's rules. And then it started. But this time, it didn't stop. And just like that, the winds began to change. Satto was no longer in control.
저는 또 여러분들 이렇게 사망을 하네요. 뒤질 줄 알았고요. 병신 같은 거.
And while Satto stood there, empty, JUICIN stood exactly where he planned to be. And so, the war came to an end. JUICIN stood victorious. But this was never the end. Because in these markets, in this game, there is always another war.